Hey guys, how's it going? Um, Monday, Labor Day, September 3rd, 2012. I completed my first ever half marathon yesterday. I ran it in a time of, I think, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Um, Not impressive in the least bit, uh, but I did it under 4 hours. I have a medal. Right here, I have a medal. Rock and Roll, Virginia Beach, half marathon. I did it with a good friend of mine, Drew Ross. Couldn't find him at first. I got there. Let's see. Got there at about 6 o'clock, maybe a little bit before. Um, Walked up to where all the corrals were. Long. The corral lineup was such a long, long line. I was in corral 20, which is the last corral, and it. If you're familiar at all with the convention center in Virginia Beach, the first corral started right about where the convention center is. This was almost past the Doubletree Hotel, or almost to the Doubletree Hotel was where Corral 20 was. So probably, I'd say about a quarter or a half mile from the start. Um, so I got there, met up with my friend Chuck, Charles Howell from high school. Congrats to you, man, for finishing also. Sorry I didn't see you after, but after was kind of a. I'll get to how after was for me in a minute. But met up with Chuck, talked to him for a minute, did a little bit of stretching, called a few other people, Matt and Joe Claire. They came and met up with me. Steve and Shannon came and met up. We all just kind of hung out and talked for a little bit before the race. I was texting Drew. They went and got in a line for the porta potties, which in and of itself was like a mile long. And then I lost phone service. So the texting was pretty much for nothing because we had planned to meet up in Corral 20 with me, but I think they just started up in their normal corral, which I think was Corral 13 or something like that. And after I just started the race, to start the race, my freaking nose piece on my sunglasses broke. So I ran the race with half of my nose piece of my glasses missing. That's fine. I didn't use them for the whole time anyways because the sun wasn't really bright. Started out, I got about, I think it was about 2.5 miles in, and I saw Drew. I got him next to Drew, and we kind of met our paces in the middle. I think my pace for the first 5K I think was 39 minutes. That's with getting out of the running, walking traffic, and I think I slowed down a little bit because I was running too fast probably when I met up with Drew, and then we kind of blended our paces together. But he was having some knee troubles, and I was feeling good. The first half of the race I was feeling really good. Trucked along a little bit. Got to the bridge. We jogged, I guess you could say, over the bridge the first time, and no problems. Like I said, the whole first stretch was pretty good. I think we got about 6 miles in before we walked a little bit, which I think took us somewhere around the campground area. Right, it was before Oceana. We got up to Oceana. Oceana is just a terrible place to run through. It's dirty and disgusting and just not. It's boring, really. So that's kind of when the walking started for me, anyways. I started feeling pain in my right knee. Surprisingly, my left knee was good to go. I started off with my brace on my left knee, and actually, as we were leaving Oceana, I switched my brace from my left knee to my right knee because my right knee was the one that was giving me troubles, and it didn't really help because it was just putting pressure on where I was hurting, and my feet were just killing me. Again, this was about, I don't know, I guess leaving Oceana was maybe 8 miles in, maybe 7.5, 8 miles. But yeah, left Oceana, and we walked a lot after that. Ran a little, walked a little, ran a little, walked a little. We tried to give it a go, and then one of us would have a problem. But really it was kind of like reversal of roles. Like beginning of the race, I was kind of pushing Drew and helping him along. At the end of the race, he really motivated me and got me going, because I was just like, mentally, I just wanted to I just wanted to quit, honestly, because the mentally I was like, man, I'm in pain. This is not a good fun thing. This is I'm not feeling good. But I didn't quit. Kept going. Um, we got to the bridge. We ran a little bit before the bridge. I started to cramp up in places I've never cramped up before, and I couldn't shake the cramps. I mean, I was like, we were both like really, like our hands were kind of like tingly, and mine were stark white. Like I had no circulation. Like whenever the pictures come out, you can see in a couple of my hands were completely white, like ghost white, because I didn't have. I was just in a bad way at that point. Um, and I went through two camelbacks worth of water on the race. I drank some of the nasty Gatorade, the nasty water they had in the cups. I got a couple of cups that had grass in them, and just I recommend, if you choose to do that run, or I don't know if that's how it is on a lot of half marathons, but take a camelback, take a water belt, something that you don't have to drink the provided water, because it was kind of gross. But anyways, that's not anyone necessarily fault. It's just how it is, I guess. Again, if I'm wrong, let me know, because I've never done one of these before. So where was I? Oh, we get to the bridge. We were gonna try to, we did what we did with the bridge. We walked up the bridge, walked down the bridge. As soon as we got to the bottom of the bridge, around to the corner, we started our jog again, and we jogged from there all the way around the loop, I think, and then all the way up the boardwalk to the finish. At that point, I was just like, oh man, it's over. We stopped for a couple pictures, met up with some family members, friends. I met up with Matt and Joe Claire again. I took, got the medal, obviously. That's the only reason I'm in it, is for the medal. Right? I mean, you can kind of see these right here. That's Shamrock, that's the Run for the Dream, and I have my CHKD medal somewhere. I'm just kidding, I don't do it just for the medals, but I like them. And this one's heavy too, so I really like that. Got the medals, sat down. I sat down on a bench just because I felt like if I didn't, I was going to die, literally. And I just sat there for a minute, and then Matt and Joe Claire saw me. Jackie, I also saw you. I think I said hi to you when I saw you, but my mind is kind of like hazy from the end of it. So I think I saw you, and I appreciate you being out there. I'm sure you have a few friends running it, but it was cool to see you. Met up with Matt and Joe Claire, found my sister. My mom was with my sister along the run. My dad took me to the race, dropped me off, which I definitely appreciate. I just sat down on a little patch of grass and stayed there for about 20-25 minutes, talked to Matt and Joe Claire, my sister for a little bit, and then stumbled my way to the car across the street, because they came and picked me up, and I was just out the rest of the day. Literally, I slept for maybe 14-15 hours. I was really emotional at the end of the race too. Like right as we were coming up to the finish line, all the people lined up. I probably could have cried. I felt I was holding back something, and then on the ride home, I was feeling it too. It was like I just did it. I just ran / walked, whatever you want to call it. I completed a half marathon, 13.1 miles, and it was kind of not a culmination, because I'm not nearly done, but it was definitely it was a good moment for me, and I'm definitely going to do it again. I just don't know when I'll do another half. It'll probably be the Shamrock. It'll probably be my next half marathon in March. I was going to try to do the one in Hampton in October, but I don't know. Doing it alone, for one thing, and I don't know if I would have been able to do it alone. Drew was really a motivating factor for me. Congratulations to Lauren, his wife, for completing it and freaking kicking ass, because she finished I think 15 minutes ahead of us. Awesome. yeah, that's pretty much my day. I mean, a lot went down mentally during that race, where I was just my mind took over and just didn't want me to go any further. I mean, the arthritis combined with my knees, my feet, I couldn't barely move. Um, but I did it. We did it. A bunch of us did it, and that's pretty much where I stand with it. Um, Again, thank you all for all the motivation, the support. Um, Thank you for allowing me to motivate you. And 4 pounds away. 4 pounds away from 100 pounds lost. Um, I'll try to push through that this week, depending on how my knees and my hips and everything work out. I mean, I'm really, really sore right now. Day after, I feel much better than I did last night, but last night I couldn't barely move in my bed. I got in my bed at 1 p.m. after I showered, which was a task in and of itself, and stayed there. So yeah, my advice to you, if you're thinking about doing one or you want to do a half marathon, train. Because I trained and I still didn't train enough. I could have trained more. I should have trained more. It's just important to train. Don't do one on a whim, because you'll feel it. You will absolutely feel it. Yeah, guys, now I just get to go and I'm show this to you. I haven't really decided yet which one I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the one that I bought, but finally get to one of these on my car. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to have the 13.1 on my car. Camera stopped recording. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy that puts the 13.1 on his car and is proud of it and enjoys it. But there's also another sticker that they actually gave us that that's not it, that I didn't realize they were giving us, and I don't know where it is. Oh, it's over there. Crap. Well, I'll probably put this one on. I may put the other one on too. I don't care. I'm proud. But yeah, guys. That's pretty much all I got. So I will talk to you guys again soon. And again, thank you for everything. And thank you for all those of you that supported me throughout at least this journey to the half marathon. Still got a long way to go. Thank you.